Saved my life. Yeah. It makes it so easy. Yeah. Thank God for his help. Thank you. No problem. Yeah. It makes everything. Bills, anything money. It's all good.
Flashback on that shootout bitch. 23. Drop squeeze, your gun jammed, and they release. Run on your tape. How many stains? I see three. Bitch started to panic, so I made her switch seats. Police chopper, flying that. Really not too spooked, really ask me if I'm dying that. I know it's keeping coming collect. Cracking jokes like, nigga, now you gonna be finally respected. See your blood, got my foot on his gas. Off the 40, we put up to Daniel Free and see crack. You know the alibi. They start shooting, we was standing by. Ain't seen nothing but flames from the talents fly. I wouldn't dare off passing by. Matter of fact, y'all say shit, I'm just gonna drop you in the back and slide. That's your way on the couch is mine. I take a boat to the spot, plus your phone till you back on live. Pull up them other cats. I bet. It's on top, hustle the mother back. Chop shit all right. Hustle the other way. That's why they follow me up. They think I know what. Took it to the bench. Walking the shit away. Can't keep pulling my hand. My brother shot. Crossing that soldier race. Niggas don't let them die. Take you in back of the bills. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you expose your face. Now you're fishing now. You gotta step aside. I expect you to know that. I'm like dropping the film. Think if I call it the grand, people gonna call it the truth. I trip on the plan. I expect all my guns. Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot what I was doing. I've been driving, I've been smoking. Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot what I was drinking. What the hell have I been thinking? Then I'm just riding through the city. Then I'm just riding through the city. And ain't nobody rolling with me. And ain't nobody rolling with me. And ain't no problem I'm gonna get it. And ain't no problem I'm gonna get it. This is true. Don't you know I do it so well? All the songs on the only solo. Hey, almost got what I was doing. Almost got what I was doing. I've been driving up the city. Got what I was doing. Almost got what I was doing. That's for my section. My protection. Who wrote down next? Ain't trying to get elected. Riding by myself. I feel like a young boss. Look at that stuff full of blessings. I can't even lie. Black for me, black man. Know they trying to stretch. I ain't trying to preach. I ain't trying to lecture. When you make your first million cash, you gon' feel the pressure. Wanna feel the threat. Wanna feel the passion. Wanna feel the drop top rigs. Wanna feel success. Wanna chase cash. Wanna chase mess. Never stop grinding. Checks no session. We ain't get set. We just switch best. Thanks what I expected. We ain't even set you. 6 years to make it. FBI invest. But they take the rest. Almost forgot what I was doing. I've been driving, I've been smoking. Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot what I was drinking. Now I'm just riding through the city. Now I'm just riding through the city. It ain't nobody gonna win. It ain't nobody gonna drink it. It ain't nobody gonna get it. It ain't nobody gonna get it. Around to me. Don't you know I do it so always had the passion. Nigga, this is passion. I was catching up when it got established. Living life savage. Trying to make the match. Everybody stop. Trying to take the damage. I know it's left. The nigga just a match. Trying to ride the ass. We can make it happen. Weaving through the trap. I ain't taking back, man. Everything I said, I meant. I was never kept. I was never straight. Friend with the mountains. Ready to shoot at black man. I got satisfaction. What I'm moving at, I got me living lavish. I'm steady pass. Trying to wiggle through this madness. Trying to fight gravity every time I swear I can feel it pull me back. But now I'm Jimmy Cash. Trying to pick the birdie ass. Push it. Shit, I almost forgot where I was going. Now I'm drinking, now I'm smoking.
Success.
Almost forgot what I was drinking. What the hell have I been thinking?
Let the money make you get it later.
Just riding through the city. And ain't nobody rolling with me. Just truck. Right, smoking money. You know I do it. True. Trevor sometimes. Got what I was doing.
Call him 436.
Got what I was doing. I've been driving, I've been smoking. Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot what I was drinking. What the hell have I been thinking?
Damn sure. I was going live after the cup set.
Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot what I was doing. I've been Put that your names, cause I'm settled through. Don't play no games, boy, I'm bust the proof. Put that your names, cause I'm settled through. Don't play no games, boy, I'm bust
Hey, buddy, big Sweetie Bird, huh? I can go with something like
And I'm actually gonna get right into it. You really don't know how. How can I blaze my own path? How can I be successful? How can I follow the path that someone else laid for me to be successful?
no deuces while I'm not bar. They are break the rap music cause I want more. All money in is just that's for. It's just copy, it's just work for. It's Adam, it's just Black Sam, hold the facts. Where you sit in the where your Cuban legs, where your rolling at, where your big black bag, where you hustle, where you run from the police at, where you have to represent that, where you had to take an oath before you sold the sack, dealt with all the pressure, played it like you never noticed that. Amongst it all, put yourself on the map, turn it to a booming operation where your folks at. Where your 600 bands, where your ravens at, where your Cuban leg, nigga, where you I would rather shoot before I run. Show my shoulder way. You try to do.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Let's go.
Let's go. Give me that color.
One, two, one, two. Turn back up. Yeah. Good. One, two, one, two. Hit yours. Hit your mic. One, hit yours. You can be on. Three. Three, nine. I ain't got the. Uh, I got the headphones, the head and shit. Five. You do it without. If you say three, ain't coming in. I'm about to say if you could do it without. Hey, can I get a headphones? Please. About to say, her joints the blue cord. Yeah, blue cord. All right. You a five on mine. I just want to hear. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. Y'all fuck me like that? Y'all fuck me like that?
Always, bro.
Always,
Yeah,
always.
you know.
I'm having technical difficulties. You on that? Plug me. It's all right. There's I feel like this situation. I go on. Mike, you trying to take it out. Oh, it's another cord in there. That cord ain't working. Sometimes the cords be fucking up. So man, it's good. It's good. It's good. Great day. Good. Please. You talk. What it do? Great day. How y'all feeling today? Like turn it up. Lord, towards you. I'm super clear. Go ahead. Yeah. That's what you got. 5-3. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah. Y'all fucking with me like that? That's for the time. What time is it? Go time. Go time. Show something. I was just show time. Go should be on the ball somewhere. It should be on the ball. With the phone. It's wrapped up, hanging up on the wall. Somewhere. Question, but much. Oh shit! That joint got something in it. Under that don't spill it. That don't dump it. I don't even see what he kicked out. What? It's a fine.
No, it's not done with it. You can still. Like this, like, you got something.
I'm not so cool. That's the damn sunglasses.
Where is your glass? Nah.
I got my money for time. Craig, can I have him top, please? You. That's why I still make. Is the mic on? One, two. Get it. I don't even know. Mic didn't work.
This thing you could. Yeah, just turn it up and split it.
Will it work? Well, just try it. So somebody else listen to it.
You got the headphone.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
play it.
exactly. All right, so we're gonna do something like this. And
Yes.
so keep talking. Keep talking if you could. Not answer the mic. Just talk.
Talk right here.
Sit back.
I'm gonna sit.
Yeah, just talk.
Can you hear me?
However you gonna sit in the podcast, and just
Right. I'm gonna be sitting like this.
all right, that. So just
So
talk.
can you hear this?
I can hear it. Matt, you
It's
talk.
okay.
Yo, what's good? Matt got it all. Yeah, go ahead. Talk. 2-1-2. Matt, you talking? 2-1-2. 2-1-2. Test. Test and say. Looking right. I'm cool. I'm good. You good? Gucci. All right. Matt, yep. All right, change you up a little bit. What's up? All right, go ahead. Hey. 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 Yeah. You can hear it?
Yeah.
Nah, you can take that train out. So yeah. For Anthony. So it's looking like she.
I don't want to keep like that.
No, you can't keep them.
Okay.
You feel me? It looks like she's there. You can hear something right there.
Wait, let me try again.
What's
And then-
that?
and then you talk.
Hey, everything good with me?
Okay, yeah.
Good. We just keep this out. Everybody got what they need for the job. So you pull it up. That's what it comes to. Y'all ready? Because even if this don't, them cameras will pick it up and talk about it.
But it's picking it up.
Yeah.
Every time I say something, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
good.
I ain't going there. All right, that's it.
Real person.
Everybody ready? Who's down the hallway? Everybody in. All hands on deck right now. Yeah. It's the last Thursday.
Turn the air on. So,
Man. Who in the hallway? We need all the men. We need to fill it down now. Come on, two.
nobody free.
Live. You already been live. Because it's recording.
We was live already?
Y'all back get nervous?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, guys, hey, that's all I need. Is everybody? Is all we got? Where the rest of them niggas at? This
See where they go.
fuck them niggas. Hey, can we clap it up?
Let's go.
Let's just stop. We need everybody clapping. Hey, we need everybody clapping. Oh, last Thursday.
Let's go.
It's the last Thursday, yeah.
Friday. Don't make them say they got
Yeah.
canceled.
No, we ain't canceled. We just moving to Friday. Shit getting better. Shit getting better.
I'm off on Friday, so that's better.
You get off on Friday.
Friday.
We lit. And that's exactly why the fuck we moving to Friday. So everybody can get lit
Friday.
and have a great ass time and say they had the time of their life. We want the time of their life.
Thursday's been fucking me up a little bit, having to wake up the next day. Fucked up going to work.
I'm black for what I am. I ain't work on certain shit. I wake up, chill a little bit, go to Jumwa. Like, I ain't gotta wake up until the time to go to Jumwa. If you had me on Friday, I'm like, shoot, I'm cool. But
You go to Juma every Friday?
Every Friday.
I know that's right, bro. But
Don't miss.
I know that's right, bro.
Don't miss. I can't miss. I can't. But we got this special Mighty Ice in here. He's gonna be quiet when you. Hey man, I'm just back.
Good on this Thursday, man. You know what I mean?
They got a lot going on.
Last Thursday of the month, you know what I'm saying? So
Is it.
Definitely
Ran
gotta
through
be
October.
2020.
Man, October did like that.
Like
You know,
this,
man,
man.
2023 went like that. You know,
When they dropped it
just
this
the beginning of the fourth quarter, now we halfway through the fourth quarter.
Right.
We got a Halloween party on November the 31st.
Said no,
November?
October.
I mean October. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry. October the 31st.
listening party.
Listening party.
Bravo, man. You know, they doing listening party on Halloween.
Who we listening to?
Bravo,
Bravo.
my son. You know, man.
Yeah, the listening party.
Party joint up here already. Get
Oh,
interviews
I
and
seen
everything. Yeah, so we got new tape drop. I say tape. I don't know, album, download, whatever stream joint. So, you know what I mean? Come out on Halloween. So, do a listening party, Halloween party, man. Just good vibes, good vibes. It's good. So, come through, man. Fight Me Mall. Come through, quote chapter 3, man. Be in motion, man. You know what I mean? Come through, holler at us on the 31st on Halloween. We'll be, you know what we do up here.
What time is starting?
Probably start around now, 8,
Yeah.
8, 7, 8 o'clock.
We get started,
For the
but
kids,
we
we might-
get rolling around 9, but we be in here vibing, so man, it's coming on through. So, you know what I mean? It's a vibe.
Okay.
What's you? How everybody been? How you been? How you been?
I'm-
You good? You
I'm
feeling
good. As y'all see, we ain't got Benny here with us today. He took some time out for himself.
For
So I'm feeling and I'm Benita.
How you feel, man? Like
Man.
it's another week for
You
you.
feel good, man. You know what I mean? Like I feel good. Like I said, working on some things, man. But overall, it's a good week, man. No complaints, man.
How the World Damn Blessed Mindset Challenge going for you?
Hey, it's going good, man. You know what I mean? I ain't did my quote for the day today.
I got mine though. I got mine. I got mine.
You should do it right now.
Oh man, what's it though? Good quote.
All right, so mine real simple today. Like I got a couple things, but based on what I said yesterday, I saw that one. Today is
You and
just-
your wife.
yeah. So it was just for today. Say today is it,
Yeah.
and it is, man. You know what I mean? Just keep pushing, man. Like you know what I mean? You gotta keep pushing. I'm just gonna keep it as simple as that because sometimes when you're going through your journey, man, you're trying to achieve whatever goal that you're going through, you're gonna come up against what people may call problems or something like that, but it's just challenges or situations or whatever. Honestly, that's gonna see if you're gonna push through. I believe to see if you're worthy of whatever you're trying to do. You know what I mean? Like it's you know what I'm saying. You gotta pay some type of cost. You know what I mean? So challenges gonna come up, but you just gotta keep pushing through. You know what I mean? And some days you might not feel as good as you want to feel, but if you push through that feeling that you got, man, and just make it through the next day, or you push through and do things sometimes that you might not feel like doing, but you know that's the steps you need to take, you know what I mean, in your business, on your journey, you know what I mean? So just keep pushing through. And if you keep pushing through, man, you can come out on the other side of the storm you might going through at the moment, man, because tough times are temporary, man. So I just like to say, man, just keep pushing, you know what I mean?
Being resilient,
Yeah.
that's everything. Like, because shit is going to happen. But how you respond to the shit that's happening is what's going to get you through. Absolutely.
Like that's my mind say, I listen to UGK, they say you gotta keep pushing, man. You ain't heard that joint, man.
Yeah,
Underground Kings, nah. MC, you know what I mean? UGK, you know, yeah, gotta keep pushing. That's you know what I mean? So
I bet I was born in
gotta keep pushing. So that's my quote for the day. G, what's your quote for the day, man? You know what I
Nah,
mean?
my quote for the day, that I was gonna go with. I ain't record my video yet, but don't put yourself last in your own race. You know what I mean? So basically, like the day was like, don't place yourself last in your own race, meaning like you yourself, and like you gonna go through whatever it is you gonna go through, and like nobody can put you
last in your race. Like how like honestly, like how could that even be true? Like you racing alone in your own journey and your like nobody can place you last. You first every day you wake up. And make sure you put yourself first, no matter what it is going on, no matter what the situation is. Like, and it's from here to the jail cell. Like, people, I got my mind listening to this John, like, in the cell. So it's like, even with bruh, like, he waking up early, bro. Put yourself first. Like, no matter your circumstances, when you wake up, bro, make sure you happy. Make sure you at peace. Make sure you doing what it is you want to do, how you doing it, what you want to do, and who you want to do it with. Like I've been living like this for forever. I've been living like this from the get go. Like I do what I want to do, how I want to do, when I want to do, with who I want to do it with. You know what I mean? That's 100. Like I ain't never changing up on that. So like I feel like a lot of stress and depression come from like people not placing themselves first in their own race. Even if they got tripped up, failed, got shit lost. I mean, I've been in plenty of situations where police took 10 grand from a nigga. Police took this, police took that, or this happened, or that happened. And it's like I still couldn't place myself last in my own race. Like even if they took 100 from a nigga, like I couldn't be the one to be like and blame it all on the police. I'm gonna blame myself and keep pushing. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I gotta keep going on what it was that, like, my agenda and my goals and things of that nature.
They
So
say if you don't put yourself first, you always gonna be last.
you always gonna be last.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I agree. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit selfish out here, like make sure that you looking out for yourself before
Not
you even
even-
help somebody else out. You know what I mean? And
Not even selfish.
now, it's not
It's
selfish, but you-
self-centered. Like you are the center of what you do, which to a certain extent is not bad. When you put yourself at the center of things, that's how you kind of navigate. But when you overly self-centered,
Nah, it's like another
problem.
quote that I heard. It's like, all right, if you want an airplane that's about to crash, you know what I mean, and the oxygen mask drop down, they tell you to put your mask on first before you help others. So you can't be suffocating, you know what I mean, trying to help others. So sometimes you gotta be here so you can help lift everybody up because you can't lift nobody up if you weak. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta be with yourself first, build yourself up, figure out who you are, your strengths, do what you do, and then you know what I mean. Hey, you can bring people.
100% like
about that.
Like day to day, a lot of people don't really know themselves and shit like that. Like a lot of people ain't never spent that time with themselves
to
to
really
even
get to know
realize
who
like
they are.
even like silence. You know, silence scare people. But silence scare people. I just learned this week when I was just talking to Fire. Shout out to Fire. Like different situations with different people. Like people can't even deal with their own silence. You know what I mean? I'm a silent person to the point like my cousin pulled up on me today. And she telling me like, yeah, like her side of the family, like cool with me doing like the wealthy and blessed mindset child. They ain't never heard me talk, so they like, oh yeah, like he loving it, like,
Silent ass.
like yeah, like solid ass niggas. So yeah, it just be like that, like I could be having the time of my life and be quiet. I could be in a room quiet, chilling, like. Shit, like in my mouth, that shit really lit. Like I'm having a ball, like I'm having a great ass time. Just at the third, but I don't what like I ain't gotta say nothing to nobody to say. Like, like people be scared of their own silence and shows, man.
Sometimes like
when you silent, it gives you time to think.
People
don't like thinking like that.
People scared of their own thoughts.
Other things.
noise, you know what I mean? You always gotta have something going on, whether it's TV in the background, it's going on music instead of like sometimes you gotta tune in.
Yeah. And so November the 4th, like we're gonna base everything based on November the 4th. We got some new merch. We got everything dropping November the 4th. And how you feel about that Mighty Ice and Quotes collab, man, dropping on November 4th, man? That tell them what the flavors is and everything. Like, don't give them the super details, but
We
give
just
them like,
just some flavors coming out, man. Like if y'all been up here, y'all would already had a chance to sample some of the flavors, man. But you know what I mean? At the good lemon drop, man. We got peach flavors, you know what I mean? Just a little something.
that lemon drop and that peach
It's
going crazy.
They swear about a lemon drop.
Hey, the lemon drop going wow. I ain't gonna lie, we sampled that today. We had a few people come in and sample that today.
Sound like a post cocktail convention.
Hey,
Sound like a post cocktail convention coming up.
you know how we coming, boy.
You hear
Hey,
me?
you know how we
We
coming, man.
look forward to November, huh?
Hey, we coming crazy, Slim. I ain't lying, man.
Come through the mall, man, on November 4th. Come to the pop up.
November 4th, meet us at the
Yeah.
pop up.
We
We
gonna be talking
dropping
about
at the
the
pop
pop
up.
up a little later.
Yeah. They coming up. Yeah, for sure.
But you got your quote
Well,
today.
hey,
Your quote.
Like,
Yeah. What I'm about to say.
no, I just posted it on Instagram. It's been my quote of the week lately. And I keep hearing the word. Like perception is everything. The way you perceive life or situations is gonna shape your reality. And even with that, like when you're able to understand that somebody else's perception is maybe different from you, and it's okay to disagree or to not like their perception, it gives you like a sense of peace that you don't gotta fight every battle with this person because you don't necessarily agree with their perception. And then it also makes you be like, I see like a dumbass think like that. Your perception is fucked up.
Yeah.
That's the part of it.
Perception give you understanding though too. Like
Mhm.
I grew up a lot around like in certain neighborhoods that you grow up in, you come like it's different households within that neighborhood. You got some people trying to make it out. You got some people gonna be there forever. You got some people who, you know what I mean? Like it's just different perspectives within certain neighborhoods. Like that's why I was blessed to grow up in poverty, to see, people make it out and people to stay there and things of that
But you
nature
see
of poverty.
some people will take and be like, oh, I grew up in poverty, woe is me, life sucks. And then their whole life just sucks.
Poverty, it don't make you. It just shape you.
Yeah.
Perception though.
You know what I mean?
Don't make you shape you.
Poverty don't make you. It shape you. Like everybody got their perspective of poverty. Like light skin growing up in poverty different from dark skin growing up in poverty. And that shit 100, bro. All the light skin niggas punks. So we had to prove ourselves on the get go. You know what I mean? Like,
That's where perception comes in. Perception.
Don't be light skin and pretty. Light skin and pretty, you gotta fight every day. I got you. Yeah, I'm doing you that, brother.
it's just real because like they don't understand like you in the same situation they in. You know what I mean? Like it's an unbelievable thing. But it ain't unbelievable. Like we all here together. Like I don't know if my mom, my dad did to get me here. Like my mom from DC, my dad from Kentucky. So we in Oxon Hill. I felt like they was doing something. They got better. You know what I mean? We got out of DC. Like we was in Maryland. Like I'm from Oxon Hill. You know what I mean? And Oxon Hill shaped me and formed me to who I am today. Like they told me a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
It's all on how you perceive stuff. Because have y'all seen that? It's like a quote or meme or something where it say like it was two twin brothers. One brother grew up who became an alcoholic.
That's my book.
Yeah,
You read my book.
I heard that drink. It's just somebody else. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, it's two brothers. One decided to be an alcoholic,
didn't want to touch
and
alcohol.
one didn't want because of their father being an alcoholic. It's all how you perceive stuff. But it really does shape you. You can have a great life if you decide to look at your situation and problems as less than a problem.
Life based on turned out. I feel like life based on being turned out.
Explain.
you get turned out on different things.
They can go either way, yeah.
Alcohol, whatever the case may be, whatever you feel that makes you feel like you, it'll turn you out. You know what I mean? Like it is certain shit like I can admit and accept that I'm an alcoholic. I said that
This ain't real life. or you
Uh,
just as an-
I was an egg when I was like 21. I was a keeping the vampire. Like I know a lot of people who was an egg young. Like I was an egg young. I'm an egg 21, 22. They're like, hey, you need to take these meat. But like
How was that for you?
it was cool. I was chilling with motherfuckers. So I started speaking. They like, damn, y'all nigga talk like that. I'm like, yeah, I really mean. I live out here.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm trying to make friends, okay?
no, it was like,
I'm trying to say.
now we gonna get an A in this joke. Fucking crazy. Nah, I want it. Yeah. Proud of Wednesday.
What's so crazy?
I want it.
Drinking is so normalized
It's
in America. Because if you go to
smoking
another
will be the same way though.
smoking is like the new crack for sure.
Yes. Oh man.
That shit, but
Hey, nigga Friday, y'all got catchers, man. Being rhymed. How they catch you at
Back check, you know, man, they can catch me right up here where I'm at. You know, they come through
635
Old Branch Avenue, precise minutes. But you know what I mean?
the ass, man. Tell us what you got going on.
Mr. Matty Ice started with that Matty Ice and Cream. Wealthy and blessed, man, for the apparel, man, for the shoes, you know what I mean? Like, just to see what we got going on, you know what I mean? They definitely, man, follow everybody up here, man, coached by me.
You already know.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, and you know, hey, just look out what we doing. We got more things coming, man. Like, we just trying to create a great space up here, good vibe, man. It was on Thursday, about to be switching to Friday, but
Last
I'm
Thursday.
trying to tell you, you can come up here on any day, man. You know what I mean?
And catch a crazy
Yeah,
vibe.
you know what I mean? Like, sure, man. So definitely come hard leverage, man. Up here, 6375 Old Branch Avenue. Can grab you some good Maggie Ice and Cream. Can grab you some good Pearl, man. With quotes, man. With both of your blessed watch chases. Man, we got the lock the treats, man. We got everything in the morning.
right, so one stop shop
lashes,
over
you know
here.
what I mean? Hey,
They got the nigga that make the
barber
signs,
shops, you know what I mean? Like, hey,
nail tech,
we well rounded up here.
ice cream.
So, hey,
Everybody give it up.
everybody, man, on this great
All day.
got some people coming up, and we coming back in a minute.
Give us
Got
a
some more people.
intermission.
Yeah,
Yeah, we get y'all 5 minutes.
I shoot next.
You fucking that food up, Bob. I saw your
Yeah,
fucking.
Hey, look, he gave me the like, all right, come on now. I'm like, all right, then. All right, chop it up.
Normally I walk outside and do that.
Yeah,
He don't see me when I'm right here. I ain't go like this.
yeah, he gave me the like, all right, wrap it up. I'm like,
Hey, that's one nacho.
No, look, like my turn over, I'm ready to get. It's about to be me in a minute, but let this one go by.
Yeah, give me a nice.
But y'all can take a,
Went
so
to
you
work.
been in
The hardest
intermission
thing
like
to do that
you're not going 5
God damn, I'm solid.
minutes.
we get the we get regular tortilla chip.
Are you?
I don't know what you suggest.
What's up, sir? How you doing?
Great.
Well, what,
I'm right.
With how long y'all gonna be?
Which one go down?
No,
I said 5 minutes, give everybody 5 minutes.
all right.
no, this is more than 5 minutes. I think they trying to get out.
But like I said, if you're gonna do it now, I don't have to do all that right now. You gotta do it now. I'm just gonna wait till we get up the shit.
Man,
I'm about to go wrap.
finish your phone, though.
Hey, she still doing her own joint too?
With a dooski.
So you gonna do her separate podcast joint or her own brand? Well, that's some no.
On which?
Does she gonna talk her own joint? So they don't.
Oh, y'all get this motherfucker together.
Y'all better have. Y'all don't wanna be
So we
together?
do like
No, all right. No, we do want to be together. So all right. She got her own brand.
Yeah.
You want her to talk about that? Why you talking about the public stuff, or you want her to get her own joint like I had?
Cause y'all
I was gonna say, let me know.
y'all gonna have y'all gonna be the longest.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. Okay.
Y'all gonna be the longest tonight. Y'all gonna be the longest tonight.
Okay.
My whole thing. But we gotta see how.
I already said I wanted to be right now. I was trying to.
But like,
Yeah.
but we don't
But
know.
what happened?
As far as the podcast shit, we don't know how that shit about to be. That's like.
But I need some real commitment because I was supposed to be a host already. I ain't been back here since Friday. No, that's
I want to get you on podcast.
okay.
It's
1:30. I'm here with
I'm not putting shit out. I'm begging to have
You about to do the interview by yourself?
the main out.
No, you I can't work that. Because it flows better with two people. I feel like you just like I'll
speak because they got two separate things.
I know what you're gonna say. Move over. This our mic, this mic. Or no, this our mic.
Besides, I'm like, pretty fun. Gotta make it comfortable. Show you how it works. I represent for the whatever.
I'm mad.
All right. I respect. We can do some. All right. I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna sit up on the back.
But you need to be it. No, yeah, that is. If anything, then you sit here, then you sit on that. But I do think, I mean,
No, we can fix this shit. We got.
okay, yeah, it's here.
Okay. It's random. Okay. That's what you trying to figure out.
No, I meant. Is there issue?
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Action. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Be cold ready back there.
All right. Well, what time we coming back? Yeah, y'all ready now?
Yeah, I do.
No, I'm saying, what time we coming back right here? What you want me to tell them? 5 minutes, 2 minutes?
No, you next. I'm waiting. No, I'm waiting on people. They taking a little break. What?
Well, they let me know how long you want me to tell them.
I don't know.
5 minutes?
You gotta get with.
It's 10:05. Everybody come back at 10:10 because he probably trying to motivate.
Well, no, my show is just like this, believe it or not, but on the next level. So I have a joint like this bad mentality. We do a show where it's 10 fathers, we drink, we smoke, we do it all. But but normally it is a lot of positive stuff, but you know, we do our party episodes. So this is I love it.
I'm listening.
And then, like I said, Matt started out as just a guest. We had him on a few times, and now he's a co-host.
Trying want to.
Right?
No, I'm talking
I'm trying to dance that.
You see, but I mean,
I just sent you that.
it's about positivity. It's about positivity, and it's also about that being your true self. Like, I came here and hung out with y'all. I was like, yo, this is exactly
Okay.
It's right
what we do on this. You know what I'm saying? It's positivity, but it's about just being true to you. And I love it. I enjoy it, man. I started this year. We've done, I think we're in like episode 46 right now. And just off this year, almost every week we've done an episode. I mean, it's a great thing. I got, there's a lot of positive stuff. My kids, everything's involved. Like we did an episode that the kids ran the episode. We did an episode that's called the myth of a deadbeat dad. When we talk about that deadbeat dads, the dads that I know, they're not deadbeats no more. That shit ain't exist no more. But it's still called that just because they don't want to be with their mother anymore. They're still put in that same category, even though they're there for their child to say another. My son goes to a school where I see more dads present than I see moms. But that don't mean moms aren't present. It just means that dads are a lot more present now than we give credit. I started the show because I was tired of people saying that dads are not there. Like the black dad doesn't even exist. And that's why I started the show, because I was like, yo, we do exist. And yo, we do have opinions. So my show is completely that. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the things that black men and dads don't talk about on the show. So we've done episodes where we talked about death. We talked about setting your child up for financial future. We talked about, for instance, I mess with Matt about everything, but Matt, that we do what's called a Bitcoin Friday. Every Friday we buy Bitcoin. Just so happened Bitcoin just came up in the last month. But as black people, we don't talk about stuff like that. And as fathers, we don't talk about it with each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the show is.
That's gangster. Fuck that. That's like 100%.
So I'm
A
telling.
lot of shit like I got kids, I got life, I got the whole nine.
Mhm.
So it's the young niggas like what?
Nah, we're just talking.
Fuck, we gonna start with our big
Well, I started because I'm broadcasting live this whole time. So yeah, I did start. Right now, shout out to my daughter Trinity. She's watching. She told me I better make sure I shoot her out. You know what I'm saying? So I got the weakest pullout game in existence. So I got a 23-year-old and I got a 9-year-old, all by the same woman, but throughout the pack. So my daughter, she's 16, 17, 16. She's 16, and she's all about. Trust me, she's gonna watch this, analyze it, and question me about everything tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm more than happy. I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? The one thing in my house is all about honesty. I tell them exactly what I'm doing. I had to have very hard conversations about marijuana with my daughter and both of my kids. You know what I'm saying? About alcohol, just like you talked about it. You know what I'm saying? And you brought up something that hit home to me. My brother in the 80s is one of the biggest drug dealers in the 80s. I lived in houses where there was drugs everywhere. So it was 40 when I first smoked marijuana. I was 40 for the first time. I wouldn't smoke anything. I didn't smoke a cigarette. I didn't smoke nothing because I lived in a house where there was drugs. So,
Yeah, that whole shit. I don't know. Like
Oh, look, it's
as
10.
far as like kids, man, I just try to as far as my kid, man, I try to be honest.
how old is your kid?
7.
Okay.
One kid is 7.
Boy or girl?
I got son.
Okay.
So as long as I want to.
What did you say about one kid?
No, you said that, son. You never said that.
I want 4 altogether. But the hardest, like the worst thing you could do is lie to a human being.
Yeah. 100%.
Because I'm knowing humans like now.
Let's have this on the podcast. We could do a conversation.
Yeah.
Well, it's live on mine.
But he's still
Yeah. So it's all good. We can bring it back up. I want y'all to understand that I'm not here, don't.
Yeah, like a human being. Like I know cousins and shit, I got family. Like we grew up a certain way, but like certain people growing up that like their parents lied to them that this was their father. They found out their father was this dude, or this was the case, and like it's just a lot of a lot of stuff going on for us. Like you lying to him, and then because people,
Oh wait, that might have been for me.
no, it was fake it.
Why you got two shots?
Because like just on, like damn, you all over here.
You put a shot right here. It was giving right.
I'm indulging that.
Okay. I father.
But like, as my son, like I try to grow him up on like real. Like I even noticed that like people who growing up spoiled and used to ask him end up beggars. You know what I mean? Because they used to ask him. They used to ask.
So they used to receiving.
They
So
used
they
to receive.
they want everything.
So when they grow up and even like older,
it's entitlement.
they
They
used
feel
to beg.
entitled.
So Pam was like, I know a dude named Oliver. Oliver, he's like, he popular. He got a job and everything. He's still Pam. Because that's what he want to do. That's what he like. He looked like he tell us like he had a job and then he still Pam. He got a house, he got all that shit, but in his house he said he don't got nothing. He said, you come to my house, you might as well bring something, because I ain't nothing. He got grandkids, he got all that.
What's your cash?
You know what I mean? Like I learned a lot from him and Pam. I used to work with him. I used to say Pam, what's up, man? Like we have different conversations, but as a man, I want to. Hey, how you doing, man? I want to teach my son something different. You know what I mean? To get up and work for it, because even like if your father was a hustler, right? And
Correct.
you get all this money.
Oh,
But you don't know how to get it. Somehow it's your dad, you want to resort to your dad to get it. Because it's a craving to it.
That is so. So for me personally, and I talk about this on the show. My dad died when I was 11. I saw him that morning. Like my dad was the epitome of fathers for me personally. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's two things I'm gonna say real quick. Is one, you're a different dad at 20 than you are at 40. So, you know, what you're trying to instill in your child at 20 is totally different than what you're trying to instill at 40, because you've now grown and become.
I was also get my food, but
No, you good.
We just talking. We just talking. I got plenty more. Trust me. You know, it's all good. It's just conversation. But yeah. So
this one. Okay.
I'm gonna say this for a person outside looking in. What you're doing at your age is amazing. The knowledge and even the things that quotes you can say, and even you too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I was there at that age, because what y'all doing and coming out here and just doing this show and having the interview and having that conversation. I'm at 40 when I started, and to me, it's a great thing, man. What you're doing is going to still set these kids up. My kids, they don't watch my show. They're going to watch this show just because I was on it. Now they're watching it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I got my nephew. I know my nephew's watching. I know my daughter's watching, and all of them. Like my oldest son is 23, so they're all going to watch, and then they're going to follow you more than they will me. But I'm not upset about that. Life is about. I just want them, to have the right influence. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's perfect. That's the other thing, too. It's like me as being a dad. I tell them all the time, I'm not perfect. Expect me to be person. If you expect me to be perfect, the only person you're disappointed is yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. I'm human just like everybody else. So, all I know is them nachos looking real good. So if I got a cash out, my nachos, I'm going to need it after the interview. We haven't happened, but it's we good, brother. Hey, man, let's all.
But make sure you bring the macaroni and cheese.
I'll be here. I'll
But
join.
these good too.
Have a good time, man. I enjoy what you're doing. The vibe you're putting in here is great. I love it. You know, and like I said, I'm all about positivity, black positivity for real.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, whatever it is.
When's your birthday?
Me, I'm a Virgo. September 19th is my birthday. And unfortunately, let me say this. Fortunately, I am married to a Gemini because she's probably watching. But I'm 20. We've been married 20.
Nice and crazy.
We've
That's
been married
beautiful.
23 years.
I love
And
that.
I never thought, I was never big into like horoscopes and stuff like that.
Until you read
Until-
all compatibility.
No, until literally about 3 years ago, I realized that my 3 best people in my life are all Geminis and they're all nuts. And when that happened, I said to them, I was like, hold on, I just realized I'm not the crazy, because they blame me. They blame me to be the crazy one.
No.
And I realized, I was like, oh God, y'all. I realized they were all the same. My best friend since I was 4 years old, who is a host on the show, Gemini. My wife, Gemini. My brother / became my father because I told you he died. My father died when I was 11. My brother took care of me after that. My oldest brother, all Gemini.
What month is Gemini again?
June. July. Yeah.
Man,
No. Well, they are June 10th, 13th, and 17th.
Yeah, it's gonna be good in June.
Huh?
Like the first 2 weeks of June, right?
They are real Geminis. They June.
I know they're in there, so I know they 10th, the 10th, the 13th, and the 17th. Because the last Gemini I say Juneteenth is my birthday every day.
I don't
Okay.
want to run out.
No worries. Tell me how much I need to send you.
It's $10.
I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna send that to the side. Thank you so much. Yeah, the way y'all was eating them, I was like, that over here hungry as a bug. It's all good. Hold on. You know what? I am. Here you go. So I am a food distributor.
Word?
What does that mean?
So I work for a company that distributes food to all restaurants in the area. I'm a big restaurant guy. You'll see all this. So I'm gonna give you, but I'll tell you, but it's Performance Food Group is who I work for, PFG.
Okay, my brother's a chef. That's why.
Okay. Hey, but if he needs anything in the DC area, I definitely work out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you 20.
Thank you. Do you mind if I cash out you to change?
No, I don't want change. That's the tip.
I appreciate it.
That's all right. Men do that.
Hey, I'm a big restaurant guy. So you asked me about the top restaurants in this area, I'll tell you all of them. In DC.
Go ahead.
So one is so top 5 we've already done on the show. We did our top 5 black restaurants. So my number 1 is personal. My number 1 is personal. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that. But we're gonna go. So, oh man. All right. So my personal top 5 restaurants. My personal top 5 black restaurants. So I got.
I don't know black restaurants, but I know my.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you this. So I'm gonna give you my number 1 because I'm sure we should on time. But number 1 is a friend of mine. His name is Jeff Mascari. He's a chef. He owns 5 restaurants in this area. I'm sure you probably went to one, didn't know it. But if you ever heard of Po' Boy Jim, if you ever heard of Sugar and Spice, if you ever heard of Miss Toya's in Silver Spring, if you ever heard of
They got numerous toys.
Huh?
They got numerous toys in Vicksburg.
Okay. So this is all that chef. I met that chef when I first started in the restaurant business. His first restaurant was not in the restaurant business, but in the food purveying restaurant part. His first restaurant was Po' Boy Jim on 8th Street. And I met him when they first started that. And that dude is one of the most humblest and realest person I've ever met in my life. And I watched him grow throughout his career. And I'm proud of him. He doesn't even buy from me anymore. So that tells you how much I'm proud of him. but he used to buy from me. I started buying from, but I went to a different company. He stopped buying from me, but still love him. That's my boy, 100%. His cousin is Jason Muscari. He owns Society. If you've been to Society Lounge, Cigar Bar in Silver Spring, he owns that. He also owns Angry Jerk and the Breakfast Club.
Oh, wow.
So those guys are my personal favorite, only because I know them personally. And those guys I know, I will vouch for them. They're very great guys.
I love some damn Society, them little balls that they got. But
Not exactly sure what you're talking about, but I will.
yeah, bro, make that clear. I'm not talking about anything.
Well, you said it. Now that's I'm not exactly sure. I
What's
will.
going on here?
I will say I have never had. I don't know exactly what those are, but never had them.
They got good wings. They good. You know what I'm talking about.
But no, they're good. There's good people in general. So I'm gonna say that. And then so Honcho House is another one. And Honcho House, there a lot of people in there, you can't get there unless you book like 2 months in advance, right? Yeah. Another one is another one that's in Baltimore. If you're not familiar, it's called Black Swan. Yeah, Black Swan is another nice one, and I'm just giving you like the top tier. But now, if you want to go hood, I can give you all hood restaurants that I suggest.
Give us two.
I was about to say.
Carl Subs.
What I said?
It's on Rhode Island Avenue,
Oh,
right
okay.
before you get to the Maryland border, but it's still, I think, considered DC, close to like Bladensburg Road or this that another. Ooh, I got a new one for y'all. I got a new one that's Instagram famous. It's
Which
called
one?
Doro Chicken, Doro Soul Food.
What I said?
It's on 7th and U next to Howard University. Doro Soul Food. Now, I'm just gonna tell you, they have, in my opinion, the best chicken sandwich in DC. Now, forget all that Popeyes chicken sandwich, just that another.
But what makes it the best? Because you said the best. Like, what's making it the best?
So it's an Ethiopian soul food place.
Oh,
So they use Ethiopian spices when they cook their chicken. And they have like the macaroni cheese. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be better because they had the Ethiopian spices. It was good, but it didn't. But the chicken sandwich,
Where?
definitely.
Ethiopian chicken.
It's called Doro Soul Food. I do too. So it's called Doro Soul Food. That chicken sandwich is amazing, and then I had the actual chicken, and it's amazing. But it's an Ethiopian soul food place, so you need to check it out. They're Instagram famous. So if you check them out, you'll see they got a lot of posts on Instagram. It's one of the best places. It's hood.
It's good.
It's hood. Like, I can tell you, you're like, hey, I live here. So
DOR.
DORO. Doro Soul Food. It's on 7th and I think F or something, right? No, it's right close to you. Yeah, you can find it. Yeah, it's there. It's
So 7th and what?
It's 7th. Maybe what's the hell? I always forget my letters. But it's right there on 7th Street. You can look it up. It's a great spot.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Anytime y'all want to talk about food, I can do that too. Trust me. Oh, don't get me wrong. Go right next here, the Caribbean place. Oh, they hit too.
Wait, what's that called? Right here.
Ocean. No, is that Ocean? It's Ocean something. It's like Blue Waters. That's what it is. Yeah, Blue
You like
Waters.
The shot right here.
Nah, Blue Waters. I like Blue Waters.
Don't say that it's fresher.
Yeah, Blue Waters. Shit. I mess with Blue Waters. I mess with them.
With the
I mess with Infuse. I don't know if y'all been Infused, but Infuse is right around the corner. I mess with them. They're good people too.
They're black too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They got a couple more restaurants coming up too, because I think they got a joint vegan joint called Solitarian, and then they got another one coming out called Flex, if I remember.
I love
It's not
black
open
people.
yet.
I swear to God, but black-owned restaurants are turning us off. They have terrible customer service.
You gotta know what you're going for. And know where you're going for. Because if you go to any place like like I said, Toys or Honcho House or this, that, and the other.
Don't say
You-
they got good
you
customer
wanna-
service because I've been there. I know
Honcho House
I,
didn't have it? And Toys didn't have
I
it?
haven't been to Honcho House, but Toys did not. And never mind, them your folks.
No, we didn't talk about it. I'm about this
Their food's
conversation.
not good.
You didn't like Toys?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
But don't try to not like food. I like that food. And yeah,
No, you good.
you named another place.
Over at Jim?
Well, Boy Jump got terrible service.
Which one did you go to?
I'm just eating my food, y'all.
All right, next time you go,
Name two,
get me I'll make sure you take care of it.
for sure.
We good there.
I'll make it sure.
Tomorrow.
I'm making sure. Let me know which location you're going to. Yeah,
But
let
their
me know.
food was alright, but
Oh,
and then what else you
ordered.
say?
Now I gotta know what you ordered. Now,
society food is good, but they still in big weekend.
And it's service bad too.
Service is bad. I don't like for no shit still in the drip on my shoulder. Like that shit be
Oh, my food would have been free.
and I be
Real
like
bad.
every time. Every fucking time. You don't like me no more?
no. I got no fighting here. I told you they don't buy from me. They got I look at them as friends. I'm telling you.
Who else you say? Who else is with Miss Toya? Miss Toya,
Pobo Jam, Creole on 14.
they food alright.
Okay.
They food is alright.
All right, so now I gotta slow
Service
down.
not
I'm
bad.
gonna ask you a question. So what is your number one? Now I'm curious to what's your number. What's your
In the DC
number one
area,
spot?
it
Yeah.
would have to be Kane. And this, my brother don't cook here. Kane. They got good
Kane, wait, I'm not sure what Kane is.
on 8th Street. It's like
I know just about everything on 8th Street. I'm trying to Kane.
it's Caribbean fusion food. That shit is bomb. But they got good service
H&M.
and they food.
Tell me y'all like
H&M
it.
by
Which end is on the
bougier end.
bougier end?
That
That man.
That'd be
that-
closer
you-
to the
you about
lower
to go
numbers.
down
The
that hill
lower
a little
numbers.
bit by Whole Foods.
Okay.
Yeah, that's there.
Kane. I'm trying to remember Kane. I don't know. I know there's a weed spot there.
No, it's Kane.
And then there's a Whole Foods.
Kane. I forgot what the rest of it is, but it's Kane. And they
Kane.
bomb shit. I don't know. I be feeling like DC food, people just they be too worried about the damn vibes here.
Mm-hmm.
They don't be
That's
caring about what the
right.
food is like, you know?
I don't know about y'all, but post food be busting like shit.
We don't even need to call it close food.
That's it. Busting post food. Hey, we waiting on y'all.
No, we need to tag
Huh?
sis.
They looking at me like we doing some battles right here. I'm like, get up and smack. No, I mean, get up and freestyle real quick. That's why I be
Kane.
talking.
I gotta go Kane.
They looking at me like, you think I'm broke.
What's your number two?
Yeah, all right, number 2 in DC.
You understand? I'm about all this. I
Black
love having
owned.
conversation.
In DC,
Black owned
I
in DC.
do like Creole.
Close.
They all right. I'm not gonna lie.
Creole or Craig? Craig's on that street.
Like Kitchen Craig. Like
It's right. Yeah, no, so what's Creole? Creole what?
Creole.
Oh, just Creole. That's it.
Creole on 14th.
Okay. Oh, you do? Yeah, I said okay. No, I thought you was giving me somewhere. I got.
I'm like,
That's all the same chef.
I know.
But go ahead.
That's all the same chef. Right?
Creole is the same Po'boy Jim and Miss Toya. Same chef.
Miss Toy is nasty and Homeboy Jim's got G-Talk. What else?
I'm gonna like brown sound. I don't know what they about to get the third party. Do that. Come on, beat my ass. I told that. She did. So, I don't know. You what you want to do with that? Nah, she told me you never touch a woman first.
Not even pick it up.
I pick it up.
I mean, she touched it right.
I'm a fucking male.
I'm the same way, dog.
I'm gonna be
I love my wife all my life. I put her purse directly on the ground when she handed it to me.
All right.
And I look at it
My mom, I swear to God, was my mom. Thank you. I swear to God, I wish my mom was alive. Screaming, right? Cause you kick that. My mom don't even be bullshit. She kick everybody out. Your friends, everybody. Actually, that type of mama to tell you to tell your parents that. Yeah, that's me. I'm that.
Straight up. Straight up.
Yeah, go ahead and tell them. Let them know that I whooped you. Like, I ain't tripping. People don't even be trying to tell their mother, like, yeah, like, they got on the cracking over this show. I be telling them, like, I told you. Y'all want to come on my house? I told you.
Right, don't send your kids over here if I can't go there.
I will kids too. Show. For sure.
My
mom had a room. She said, my son didn't so
They also are.
How you looking?
I got this little nigga in my, and I told him, and I hope his mama read this shit. They're at 6527 and that little nigga. But look though, he's an 84-year-old. I'm 30. I'm not 40.
And he need his ass beat.
He showed me. I know a book on his head.
Y'all ready? Everybody ready? Oh. You got
Your mother told me.
Y'all need to be in conversation though to get that.
Yeah.
Now don't record yet. Don't record yet. Don't start yet. Don't start yet. I'm about to give them a preview so they can see what they tell. Look, they want to see what they tell. They think they got to tell the maid in this moment. I'm sorry. I'm saying because I'm sorry.
But I need you. We want you time.
Okay, and cut.
And yeah. I mean, I got work and shit. We got somebody next. Like, we gotta get this shit rolling like a motherfucker.
Okay, yeah.
I was out there. What the fuck kind of weed I was smoking? I was just.
When
I was out there for a long time. It was weed.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Alright.
Or it wasn't the time I was supposed to be.
Come on.
The good weed send you back. Like, I can't smoke all this shit.
Come on, G. Let's everybody. Know how. All right, y'all. Everybody.
Cheers if you love yourself, goddamn. You live right now. We live. One more time. Cheers if you goddamn love yourself.
Yeah.
Cheers if you goddamn love yourself for the third time.
One more time.
Cheers if you fucking love yourself for the fourth time.
Cheers.
Shit. Goddamn. You got damn mentality up in this bitch. Cheers if you love yourself for the fifth goddamn time. I'm gonna take my shot on the fifth one.
And go.
I mean, the nut joke.
All right.
Roll it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah.
I don't know about that, girl.
Oh,
I'm too young for the year anyway. And Dan Mentality, my name, aka Beast One. Also Rodney Glover. I'm one of the hosts of Dan Mentality.
Welcome.
Yeah, Matt, he's also with me, so you know.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
You know, I'm glad. I was excited. You know, I had to get on my waiting list to get here. So, you know.
Motherfucker, I seen you last. And I'm on my waiting list.
Hey,
Definitely in this.
yeah, you know, hey, the vibe was real though, for real. I'm saying, what y'all doing here, I think it's excellent. I think it's great. I'm happy to be a guest, and I hope y'all continue, for real.
So I wasn't here last week. So tell me what I love this title. Tell me what Dad Mentality is about.
All right, so Dad Mentality, we start off with dad and men in the thing. So dad and men is capitalized, and then it's the mentality for both. So here's how it started. I'm a gamer. I've been a gamer for 20 years plus. Like the first Xbox that came on, what you call it, you're older than y'all. And I started off, so now I have a group of friends that we game every day. And all of us in the same 30 plus age range. We do have some young people that game with us, but that gaming mentality, we're on the mic and we just talk about life in instant what's happening. Like I've been there where I heard a boy getting divorced on live and he just won't cut his mic off. You know what I'm saying? And once it all happened, we sat there, we talked to him, and we was like, hey, yo, it's all good, man. Don't worry about that. Things happen in life and this, that, and other. His life, we actually heard his life crushing.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So we heard it, and then, but because of our mentality and what we do, like all of us have been friends for years at this point in time. At this point in time, like we have an annual get together where we all join together and meet at a boy's house and party and do this type of stuff. And there's at least 13 of us in that small group. But then I got a poker group. Then I got this group and that group. And the one thing I learned was that whole mentality that black men or black dads ain't shit is not true.
It's not. It's actually not.
Because I love my daddy.
Hey,
I love my best friend.
yo, exactly.
My mom didn't give him the opportunity.
So the deadbeat dad mentality came up in the 80s when men were not allowed to be in the house. If you had welfare, you were not allowed to have a man in your house. So that's where the deadbeat dad started. And then it just kept on going like it's a real thing. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, 2023, I have a lot of friends. And I have a lot of young friends, and even you talked about your child.
Yeah,
The deadbeat mentality is not there no more. Like we know our rights. Just because we don't have to be with the female doesn't mean that we don't have our rights.
Right.
So the deadbeat thing, don't get me wrong, there's always there's always somebody. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong, but the majority is not true anymore. Because men want to be a part of their child's life, even if they're not with the other person. And then now, so that's what my show's about. Right. So we talk about the things that men and dads don't talk about. We talk about the things to help grow and be successful in that challenge. So, and that's how it started. So it started off as a gaming joint. One of my boys was like, you know what, we need to be recording this. And then this year, January 1st, I decided that I'm going to start recording. And that's what I've been doing ever since. So that's how it started.
I love that.
I am a fucking child.
How many children? Did you say that
I have three.
Three?
So I have 3 kids. Shout out to all my kids. So I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed. I'm not gonna lie. My oldest is 23. He's going into the Air Force. My middle is 17. And she is amazing. So she's my only daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And she is amazing. Trust me, she is the only one of my children that challenges me every day.
Because she's a girl.
Yeah, yo, she don't play none of them games, son. She don't play none of them.
Mm-hmm.
She don't kick. So my sons are more like they want my approval. My daughter challenges everything I say to her, and I love it. And I love it because she does that. I feel like she's the child that is more like me. Because she don't play none of them. Like, she don't let nothing slide.
Yeah.
Nothing. So we've had incidents between us where there's been, discussions.
How old is the youngest?
My youngest is 9.
9.
So and he is he's great. So he is actually nationally ranked in track and field. Right. So because he got something my oldest didn't get, which was me understanding and being patient. But my oldest, he did martial arts. He did a lot. I put him in everything. With my youngest, I was smart enough to know exactly what to put him in. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, you like to run? Oh, we running. You know what I'm saying? And he started running at 3, and then COVID happened, and he wasn't able to run. And then now he's naturally ranked because he's been running at 3. So
let's talk about that though. So I had my first child very young. I was 15 when my first son.
okay.
And then I had my last child 5 years ago. So 5, I'm 23. And even though I was still young, I'm 2 totally different parents. Like totally.
That's it. That's the point.
Oh, you guys too?
Well, go ahead.
But I had my first son at 15, and then my youngest is my 2 younger ones are 8 and 5. Like I was more grown. I was still young, but I was more grown than now. Me, if I know when I get remarried, I'm gonna have another kid and be a totally different parent because I'm parenting from this type of lens.
And that's and it's true. That's one of the things.
I got a question.
Well, let me answer a question first. Because it's very important. Because that is one thing we definitely talk about. Because the parent you are at 20, you are not that same parent at 30, and you're damn sure not that same parent at 40. And the thing about it is that is a very important aspect for you to recognize more than your child. Because I had apologized to my 23-year-old because I was with him, I was that punch him in the chest, wake up in the morning. I used to tell my son an insult every day just to make sure that when he went to school, he wouldn't be hurt by somebody else saying something to him. I was like, yo, your head is really big. Like, yo, I don't know how you walk throughout the hallway to that. You know what I'm saying? And I just said it to him. It was my thought process thinking. It was my thought process.
With my son though.
Exactly. It was my thought process thinking
all the time saying, man, you up there shit.
There you go.
Dad, you up there shit. Like, ugly. I
used to wake him up, be like, oh, what the hell? I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 girls.
Oh, now my daughter's different. But I was a different person with my daughter.
Me, I'm ugly every day, but that's another story. They go on. They go on. I tell them they jump.
As far as kids, I got one.
But you got the same dad mentality I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What you're saying is 100% what I did at that age.
My son, I had one, and all the time I tell my son, tomorrow, shit, when I pick him up, it's Friday. You ugly as shit, bro. Like off the gate, like you ugly as shit. I used to tell his mother the
That's
same
the first
shit.
thing
Like,
you say to him?
you ugly as shit.
But don't get, he's not wrong. It's not the first. He's protecting them because because in your mind you're protecting them because you knew how it was for you. Yo, I agree. I'm 100%.
You can't move how you move because it was like that way for you.
Exactly.
Because our children are not growing up in the world that we're living in today.
Or with the type of I feel like our parents, mental health is not a thing.
That's why they get a little bit
Mental
extra
health
love
was not a thing when we were kids. So stuff that they would say and do, like now we are so cognizant of how our children perceive things. And that's why I say children softer, like that's cool, whatever.
But no, but guess
not
what?
feeling love.
It's still love. Let's get some straight. I did it to my son, and my 23-year-old son loves me to death. He would die for me. The thing is that now me and him go shooting together. Now we're at a whole nother place together. I tell him, I was like, yo, if I call you, your 17-year-old younger sister, if I call you, you better answer. And he's a soldier. He's about that life. So here's the thing. You also got to look at all children. So even when y'all grew up, are you the oldest or are you the youngest? So hold on. Just let me finish. I promise. Let me get through this real quick. If you're the oldest, you have a different relationship with your parents than if you are the oldest. This is nothing different.
Y'all not the only child though.
Y'all got favorites?
Who got favorites?
I'm asking.
I got a favorite. 100%. No, I'm just saying because I say it at home. I tell them all day, my daughter is my favorite because my oldest son, who I love.
Oh, she had 8.
Go ahead, I'll wait.
No, you didn't.
I'm telling you, I say it out loud. My daughter is my favorite, 100%. 100%. One because she's my only daughter, and I know that she's going to take care of her dad. My relationship with my daughter is different than my relationship with my son.
Mama's baby.
Even it is very much true.
One of them ways.
Very much true. But the other thing is that I raised my sons different, and I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like people talk about you shouldn't do it or just that and other, but it's the truth for me.
It definitely is because I got my oldest two is boys and then my youngest is a girl. And it's definitely two different. With my daughter, I feel like a reflection of myself. Like, because she challenges everything I say. One time she said something. She's like, Mom, and I was like, what? Zaylee? She said,
That's your question? How old are you doing?
She 5. She said, Mom, you don't have to be so rude. And I was like, who the fuck are you talking to?
But she's right.
She's right. That's the thing. She's fucking right.
Yes.
Like, I didn't have to brush her off like that. Like, no, I would be mad if someone said, what you want? Like, but she constantly like challenges me to check myself and how I'm like, she's so in tune with her emotions. The boys, they're just like, fuck mom. Mom's a bitch. It's like, they don't say that. But they are really like, fuck mom. Like it's like,
Like I said, you want me some great?
I got a son, and I just learned how to talk to him. You know what I mean? Like I respect my son like as a regular human being. I look at him as like one of the guys, but like the guys to me, like growing up in the hood, like everybody got their label. So like my son, he already put himself as like Sergeant. He big dog status. That's just how he come. That's how he talk. That's how he bilingual. He's just crazy with it. So like
he's Spanish.
He ain't Spanish, but he speaks Spanish. He talks Spanish since a kid. So went to bilingual schools, and a lot of stuff growing my son up taught me about myself. And like it just trained me. Like I had to follow him. So right now, my son is at a point where like it's just him and another black kid that's cool with probably like 15 white boys. 15 white kids, and there's just 2 black kids. And my son is at everything that's going on with them, with that caliber of people. I'm dropping them off and picking them up, and paying for stuff that they gotta do, like whatever the case may be. I'm pulling up. It's just they thought I lived down Capitol Hill. So that even the parents, they talk different when you in this type of different I don't even know what to call it. Like it's just a different type of mentality. First he went to a different school for the 4 years he was in school. He started off around the Gardens. He was going to Friendship. Teacher hit me up. She used to call him like mom and dad. She called them moms. She called dad's dad. So one day she said, yeah, dad, let me holler at you. All right, cool. I'm thinking nothing of it. His mom drop him off. I pick him up every day. Oh, shit. So yeah, his mom drop him off. I pick him up every day. Pick him up this day. She's like, I'll let you do the thing. I'll let you. She's like, yeah, today Brody was saying like you shake hands for money. But like when it was a kid, he used to always hang with me, go around different neighborhoods and shit. Like he was like a normal street junior. Like he's saying everybody, know everybody, give him money and be cool with everybody. Like it was just a thing. But when she told me that, she told me like
he's seeing what you doing.
So he was suspended from that day point to this day now. He don't hang around nobody in the hood. He don't get to see nobody in the hood. He don't see no transactions. He don't see nothing because business is what I'm doing. I hung that shit up. man, we ain't doing this. We ain't doing that. We doing this. So like, my son completely grew me up to another level of life. Like,
How old were you when he
There
was
you go.
born?
thank God, I was like 22, but I went straight in,
Mhm.
straight in. Like, I had him. I was out for a few months. I got locked up, and I seen him from a jail cell. So I'm seeing him on visitation and shit like that. Like, he visiting me like that. So my goal was to get out and catch one of his birthday parties. So I got out, caught one of his birthday parties. We did a big, everything she wanted, I bought. You know, because I'm not into that. Like, your world I live in it. You know, like, even when I was locked up, like, I found out she was dealing with somebody and shit like that. Like, no disrespect to them, but this time coming, like, it is what it is. I respect everything. Like, you dealing with dude, cool.
What was
I
it like meeting your son? My father was locked up during my life. So what was it like meeting your son for the first time?
My dad was locked up too for he did 9 years.
Mhm.
It wasn't the first time I seen him when he came out. I was at every doctor's appointment.
But what was it like was you locked up when he was born?
Yeah. When he came into the world, like, he was it's like a skin complexion type thing. Jaundice. You know, he had jaundice. He had the center of the light and stuff like that. So when he first had jaundice, this on Vapianos was a thing and all of that. So my baby mother loved Vapianos. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna shoot the Vapianos, get us some dinner, get her to stay in the hospital. She gotta stay. So they left her room. They told us like he gotta stay and all that. It's like I come back with the Vapianos, she's like crying and all. What you crying for? But it was a human, just like they've been together for 9 months plus.
Mhm.
And when they finally separated them, they had to separate them for another day. So we got to walk around the hallway to see him and all this. And she was like, I ain't know. Like, I'm a young nigga. Like, I'm blown about a cell type shit. Like, you crying like, man, I'm blown about, I just been 1200. Like, if you cry about, like, I'm like pissed about certain things that we going through in the hospital. But, like, I would have been a better father now than I was younger. Like, younger, I was all about the bread. I'm all about the looks. I'm all about everything. Like, the stuff that we lived on, like our code is me and her. Like, everybody know me and my baby mom was together, but we're living a time of our life at a young age.
Mhm.
And she grew me up, and my son grew me up, and still to this day, like, still grow me up. Just because, like, I act, I move, I think, things of that nature. You know what I mean? Like,
Here's
it's
the thing I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna blow your mind in 10 more years, it's gonna blow your mind even further. Like right now, what you think is great now in 10 years, well, I promise you. Wait till you see him at 16. Wait till you see him at 17. Wait till you're there. I mean, it is
What do you think is the biggest difference from raising your oldest son to your youngest son?
patience. Patience. I'll tell you right there, patience, 100%. My oldest son, and don't get me wrong, like I said, my oldest son, you know, I wasn't patient. I was young. I was very much like dead and aggressive. I was aggressive and shit. I was in his classroom. I didn't care. I cursed the teacher out. I slapped her if I had to. Whatever I gotta do was going to happen on there. But now it's so much more patience because I can tell the difference between a person who cares or a person who's just doing their job. But when you're young, you don't care if they care or doing their job. You just like, yo, you touch my son, I swear to God, touch him right now. I'm standing right here. Do it again.
I'm just blessed that I ain't never I never my past grew me up so fast. I was a man at a young age. So when I had my son, I really wasn't even like a lot of stuff I wasn't even thinking about. Like when I first had him, I was in a serious case. I'm fighting the case and shit like that. Like he looking at me, I'm walking out the house doing this, doing that. Like he see me, but I'm consistently banging. Like he wasn't on me. He was consistently on his mom. She breastfed him. It was like even in the middle of the night, we arguing about who waking up. Like, fuck, I'm waking up for. He want a titty. He don't want me. Fuck you mean wake up? Like I stay up with you. You feel me? I'll play the game, Call of Duty, whatever.
Oh, I was
that
at-
be
I
like.
was that my son was in my arms.
Are all your kids by the same woman?
Yes.
Yes.
23
you
years
a
married.
whole different co-parent.
23 years married.
That's wonderful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying, y'all.
That's beautiful.
I promise you, everything I'm telling you.
That's beautiful. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, yeah.
son.
My wife,
That's
my
beautiful.
wife,
And say that proudly,
is
like my
my
wife. Yeah,
fucking OG, son. Yo, I couldn't do none of this without her. So like, for real, like my wife was way better than I was. You know what I'm saying? But let's get some straight.
You evolved together.
We did. 100% evolved together.
That's huge.
Yeah, 100% evolved together. And we had to actually fight it out. Like there was times where you're sitting there and you're looking at each other and you go, for me, just talking my point of view, and my wife. So I'll say this: shout out to Dad Mentality. We have an episode called Mom Mentality with all our wives on there, and my wife will say there was plenty of times she sat there and thought, "Why the fuck am I here?" You know what I'm saying? Why? And I evolved to the person that she always knew I would be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the great thing that happened for me. I actually became the person that she always
She was
waiting.
She saw the potential in it.
Exactly. And I mean, so, but that worked on both of us. You know what I'm saying? Because the only reason I was there is because I knew what my wife was going to eventually. I knew, hey, but it's work, dog. You can't just give up. It's work, son.
You had people behind you. Have you seen it before? Like your parents married or anything of that nature? Have you ever seen married before?
Yeah. My. So I was the youngest, and my parents were married 20 years plus. My wife's parents are like they're in some stupid numbers, like 30, 40 years plus.
And I believe in that though. Like that's one of the things I believe in.
I'm getting it.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I'm 23. Don't worry. Me and my wife have come to that point, and it took until we were, I would say, until we was like 10, 15 years before it came to that point that we realized there's no separation. We're good. Like there's nothing you can put in front of us.
Before we get out of here, though,